Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Chidanandaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Krishnanandaya. These are only informal talks on the Kathopanishad shared without much editing. The intention is solely to convey what I have learned from the great and revered spiritual masters of Sri Sivananda Ashram Rishikesh, like Pujya Sri Swami Krishnananda Maharaj, Pujya Sri Swami Chidananda Maharaj, Pujya Sri Swami Vidyananda Maharaj, Pujya Sri Brahmananda Maharaj, etc. When I was an inmate brahmachari in that ashram, I was aged around 18 years between 1973 and 1983. I was a part of that institution, great institution on the bank of River Ganga. I will be really happy if these thoughts, which are now an integral part of my daily contemplation, inspire some of you genuine spiritual aspirants. Any sincere inquiry for clarification may kindly be sent to my number 94490-27403. I presently stay in Mysore with my family in Karnataka state. A little introduction to Kathopanishad. The story of Nachiketa from the Kathopanishad is really timeless because it embodies the very essence of spiritual inquiry and the path of true sadhana, inner discipline. Nachiketa, though a very young boy, represents the ideal seeker, one who is guided not by fear, curiosity, or desire, but by a deep thirst for truth. Do we have that thirst? That question we have to put to ourselves. Nachiketa's fearless questioning of Yama, the Lord of Death, symbolizes the human quest to understand what lies beyond the transient, the ephemeral, the temporary world. That is the secret of life, death, and immortality. In an age dominated by material comfort, distraction, and superficial success, Nachiketa reminds us that real progress in sadhana comes from discrimination, that is viveka, the ability to distinguish between the eternal Shreyas and the ephemeral Preyas. These are the words used in the Upanishad. Shreyas and Preyas. Number 2, fearlessness. The courage to face the truth, however uncomfortable it may be. And number 3, single-pointed devotion to knowledge of the self. Unwavering focus on the highest goal, refusing to be tempted by worldly offers, pleasures, or powers. Thus, Nachiketa is not merely a boy in a Vedic story, he is the eternal archetype of the sincere seeker, whose clarity, purity, and steadfastness light the path for every aspirant for genuine spiritual awakening in any age. So with this introduction, I will be speaking on the Upanishad. We have decided to take up 2 mantras every day. These classes take place between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. in the night. A few genuinely interested spiritual friends are attending the class, and for the benefit of the general public, we are trying to release these talks, informal talks, through the YouTube. I will be very happy if some of you are benefited from these talks. Nothing belongs to me. Everything is as inspired by the Almighty. Naham Karta, Hari Karta. After 5 decades of spiritual contemplation, these thoughts have become a part and parcel of my daily thinking. Hari Om. Yeah. He was a great student of another great master, and whatever the master used to say, he used to absorb it in one go. Second hearing was not at all required. That was the way he was absorbing the knowledge. So like that, we have to be very attentive and listen to only for one purpose, just to know the subject and then ruminate over it continuously, so that the mind is always dwelling on that great subject. That is the purpose for which we do all these studies. Even in the Gita they have declared, Brahmanya adhaya karmani sangam tektva karotiyaha lipyate nasapapena padma patrami vambhasa. Brahmani adhaya, having grounded yourself in the thought of the Supreme Being, do whatever you want, all your karmas. Karmani karotiyaha, whoever does all the activities, lipyate nasapapena padma patrami vambhasa. Just like a lotus leaf that is in the water always, all the 24 hours, is not at all touched by the water. Water cannot taint it, even though it is in very close proximity with the water. It remains detached. Similarly, we are supposed to be detached mentally, even though you are a very busy person in the world, doing multifarious things in your own field of activity. People may think that you are very busy, but if you are able to ground yourself in the reality, all those actions will cease to be physical actions. So they will never taint you, because you have bound yourself, you have tied yourself to the great truth, Brahmani Adhaya. You have firmly established yourself in the thought of the Supreme. So only for that purpose we are supposed to study the Upanishads, etc., Gita, etc. So let us begin to study this Upanishad with our invocation. You all know that sloka. Mentally you can repeat. I will repeat from my side. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is the common prayer studied before commencing the main subject of any text, Upanishads, Gita, Brahma Sutras, whatever it is. So for this Upanishad, this Kathopanishad, which appears in the Krishna Yajurveda, the black Yajurveda they call it, this Sahana Vavatu is the peace invocation. For different Upanishads there are different such mantras. So this mantra is for Kathopanishad. Sahana Vavatu. So now means both of us. In Sanskrit, now is for two people. Who are these two people here? One who is speaking, the teacher, and one who is listening, is the Shishya, the disciple. So let the Almighty protect both of us. Sahano Avatu. Avatu means protect. Sahano Bhunaktu. May that Almighty bless both of us with knowledge. Let Him give us the bliss of knowledge. Sahaviryam Karavavahi. Saha means together. Viryankaravavahe means let us exert, let us struggle together, let us study together, put forth our efforts together. When we are together, it is easy to study. But when you are sitting alone somewhere in a corner of your room, your house, so Mahesh ji,
Ji sir,
one Divyang Patel has raised his hand. Can you check? I don't know how to contact him. He has raised his hand. Maybe he's trying to contact or something. You try and sort out. I will be continuing.
I think unka unmute he can speak. I think so. Any doubt? I think so. If he raise no.
He has raised his hand.
Maybe last 10 minutes will take questions, sir.
अच्छा. Okay.
ठीक है. Okay, sir. Please continue.
Okay.
Yes. When he is presented, actually, accidentally he raised this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
fine. Yes.
Sahaviryankaravavahe. Let us study together, exert together. Tejasvinau adhitamasto. May we study and be well studied. Means, let us become glorious with the acquisition of knowledge together. Whatever we study, let it be digested by us. Only when the knowledge is digested by a person, that knowledge will shine through his personality. Tejasvi, he becomes Tejasvi. And for this purpose, we should remain together till the end without quarreling between ourselves. So, ma vidvishavahe. Let us never fight with each other. Let us not quarrel with each other. Let us not develop misunderstanding between ourselves for some silly reasons. Maybe your opinion may differ from my opinion may differ from your opinion. Krishna's opinion differed from Arjuna's opinion. Arjuna's opinion differed from Krishna's opinion, but they never quarreled. Arjuna was humble enough to submit his ignorance before the Lord. He said, I am confused. So I have spoken whatever I wanted to speak. Now it is up to you, O Lord, to guide me as to what I am supposed to do here on the battlefield. I am confused. So he was humble enough. So like that, the Guru Shishya Sambandha should be built up on a healthy platform, not quarreling and creating confusion between ourselves. So this is a great prayer. So with this invocation of prayer, we are now entering into the main subject called the Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad. So this entire Upanishad is built around a small story. It is a story, anything taught by a Upanishad should never be questioned beyond a certain level. They all give us messages through small anecdotes, stories here and there, but sometimes they appear to be confusing. They are beyond our reasoning power. So we should take only the significance of the story and not get into the details of the intricacies of the explanations given there. So with that background, let us study this Upanishad. Here, the background is, there is one person who is intending to conduct a sacrifice, a homa, havan, or a yajna, whatever you may call it, in a small way or a big way. And the name of that sacrifice is Sarva Vedasa. Whatever a person possesses, so all that he has to give away. with that intention, because he wanted to achieve great glory in heaven and he wanted to enjoy. With that intention, he was about to undertake a great sacrifice. So the first mantra is Prathamavalli of the Kathopanishad. Om Ushan Havai Vajashravasah Sarva Vedasam Dadau Tasyaha Nachiketa Nama Putra Asa. Om Ushan Havai Vajashravasah Sarva Vedasam Dadau Tasyaha Nachiketa Nama Putra Asa. Ushan Havai means being desirous. Ushan means with an intention. Desire has come into the mind of that person who wanted to perform this sacrifice. Who was this person? Vajashravasa, son of Vajashravas. He wanted to perform this. In that performance, he was supposed to give away all that he possessed. Sarva Vedasam Dadau. He was supposed to give away whatever. That was the type of sacrifice that he wanted to perform. To that person, Tasyaha Nachiketa Nama Putra Asa. He had a son by name Nachiketa. He was a 9-year-old boy. The age of that boy is not given anywhere, but some commentators, they have taken his age to be around 9 years. So let us accept it. So this opening word of the Upanishad, it declares the very basis of the religion of the Brahmanas. All the sacrifices, rituals, normally they are performed for gaining some wish. The Karma Kanda, it always promises some temporary cure for the desires of man. We have lots of desires in our man. Most of you will be performing some puja or the other. Satyanarayana puja, this puja, that puja in your homes. Why? Why do you do that? What is the purpose? Because you are carrying so many desires in the heart. You want to satisfy all those desires. You want those desires to be fulfilled. And who is going to fulfill those desires? Some reality above, beyond the human understanding. You call Devatas. So you invoke their blessings through those pujas, and then if something good happens to you, you relate those good things to the pujas that you performed. So that is the common thing happening anywhere and everywhere throughout the world. Similarly here, this person with a desire to gain some wish, he started performing this sacrifice. And he selected this particular sacrifice because in this particular type of sacrifice, only the best of whatever we possess are supposed to be given away. We are not supposed to give unwanted things. You have to give the best that you possess, so that you will also get the best from the above. That is the intention. But the Kathopanishad towards the end, it gives a blow to such people who are thinking of gaining certain benefits, intermediary benefits. It says, when all the desires are renounced, the mortal becomes immortal and realizes Brahman, even here. So this is the final message of the Upanishad. Whereas this person is undertaking only to fulfill the desires. And as you know, desires can never be fulfilled. They are never fulfilled by any amount of effort. You try to satisfy some desires, they are only suppressed for the time being. When the object comes near the enjoyer, the desire appears to go away, but after some time it will reappear. It is like a gramophone plate. When the needle comes to that particular groove, the same old song starts singing, repeating. So like that, our desire is to eliminate the desire so that we want to become immortal. We don't want to remain mortal forever and ever. With that intention, we are supposed to study the Upanishad. But here the story begins like this. That person called Vajashravasa, the father of Nachiketa, was desirous of achieving great Swarga Adi experiences. He was not after moksha or self-realization. That is why 99% of people, they are stuck up in this world because they want to only satisfy their desires. Even Krishna has told, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhai yatatamapi siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. 99% people, they are stuck only satisfying their endless desires. And unfortunately, desires can never be fulfilled permanently. So, they are stuck up in the tentative cycle of satisfying them and again getting dissatisfied, satisfying them and again getting dissatisfied. You eat masala dosa for 100 times and for the time being only you feel you are satisfied, but after 1 month when you come across the same thing in a restaurant, again the mind pounces upon that. It wants to eat it. So like that, desires can never be fulfilled. So that should be borne in mind. So this Vajashravasa, he had a son by name Nachiketa. That is the first mantra. Second mantra, I will conclude 2 mantras per class. Tagumha kumaragam santam dakshinasu niyamanasu shraddha vivesha somanyata. Tagumha kumaragam santam dakshinasu niyamanasu shraddha vivesha somanyata. Tagumma kumaragam santam. Into him means to that father, to the son of that father, Vajashravasa, santam, being good. Santam means that boy was good at heart. He was pure. Dakshinasu, niyamanasu, when the presents were being given by the father. Dakshinasu means the various types of gifts. He was supposed to give the best gifts, whatever he possessed, to the people who had come to attend that sacrifice. So he was watching. The boy is sitting there and watching what his father was doing. This father is giving away certain presents, certain gifts. He had great faith in his father. Now, to his horror, he sees his father distributing all useless things. So what those are, in the next mantra it will come. But he has got so much of faith and so much of respect for his father, but he is just observing that fellow giving away all useless things. So he is contemplating within his mind as he keeps on watching the father giving away all useless things. So a boy of 9 years, he has got so much of faith in his father and respect for his father. He is contemplating on the results that might accrue to his father because of this bad presents being given. Charity, worst charity he had seen in his life being done by his father. So he is watching, simply watching. So Shraddha Avivesha, to such a boy, because of the filial anxiety, the reverential faith that he had for the father, that Shraddha entered. Shraddha entered means that faith entered him. So he reflected within himself. So this is the background of the Upanishad. The boy is sitting there watching the father conducting a sacrifice where he was supposed to give away all the best things that he possessed. Sarva Vedasam Dado. That's what the first mantra told. But this fellow is not giving all that good things. So what are those useless things that he presented? That will be revealed in the next mantra, which I will take up tomorrow. So from tomorrow onwards, if possible, please come join at 9:15 or 9:20 maximum, so that we will not miss out any mantras. Two mantras I will take. So the real philosophy starts after a few mantras. Now the story is being built up. So now background is Vajashravas, the father of Nachiketa, sitting and performing a sacrifice where he was supposed to give away good things, but he is giving bad things. And unfortunately, the boy is very honest and very sincere, and he had so much of reverential respect for his father. So he is contemplating within his own mind, what will happen to my father? He is doing all this. Like that. That faith entered him. So we cannot eliminate entirely the concept of faith from our makeup, because faith is the one thing which keeps us steadfast on our path. We are supposed to have. So Shraddha, the word, has got a tremendous meaning. That is one of the main qualifications that is necessary for a student. So without faith in the philosophy, we cannot follow anything in spiritual line. So faith should not be misinterpreted like our modern day boys and girls. They have different meaning about faith. But here, Shraddha, in the language of the Gita also, Shraddhavan labate jnanam, tatparaha sanyatendriyaha. So having controlled all our senses and purifying them, then with one pointed attention, listening to the teacher and then absorbing the knowledge with a firm belief that this knowledge is going to catapult us to a higher level of understanding. So that should be our faith. So with that Shraddha, the boy is sitting there watching his father, and now he is shaken. What will be the consequences of this bad karma my father is doing? Like that, he is contemplating. So tomorrow we will take it up. What bad things that he gave, the charity that he undertook against his own policy, all that we will study tomorrow. So this is a wonderful Upanishad. You all should possess one copy, whichever edition it may be, and read at least two mantras. As I keep explaining, you keep studying, and towards the end, it is almost like a Bhagavad Gita only, but much more concentrated, because the Guru is Yamaraja himself, the Lord of Death. The death alone can teach us the lesson of life, because he is standing on the threshold of both death and life. This side is life, that side is death. So one who is in between is the best teacher, because he can see both. He can see the life, he can see the death. So there cannot be a better teacher than Lord Yama himself, who can envision both the life here and the life hereafter. So let us bow down to him, great Guru, and study the Upanishad with all sincerity. Even if one of you become realized through the study of this Upanishad, one of the principal Upanishads, that is more than enough. Our study is justified. So So all of you are having the copy of the Kathopanishad with you?
No, I don't have, uncle. Not
Or you can open your Google and see also. There are so many editions will be there. You can take. So
okay.
Try to possess one copy so that you can
Huh.
study it. Some Ramakrishna Ashram edition, anything like that. Small. That mantra and the meaning, that is enough. You can keep that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thanks for your company. So we'll close. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti. I don't want to elongate too much because the time restriction is there. So half an hour, maximum 40 minutes, we will conclude every day. So that you also can attend to your household duties and let us not pull too much. So only let us restrict ourselves to the central portion of the Upanishad study. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
And towards the end, 5-10 minutes we can discuss, no problem. Okay? Thank you.